Alright, this is, let's get this going, Chapter 8, number 12. And what we have here is Jane is seeking Tarzan. So, here's the vine, and she's running towards the vine. And let's see. Okay, that is beautiful Jane. And in the second part of her motion, she grabs onto the vine and she is swinging on it. She's holding on. Okay. Now, here she's moving. She's moving really fast as she can. Here she's not moving. That's the highest she can go. So let's look at what they give us. They tell us her initial velocity is 5.0 meters per second. They tell us that her final velocity, actually, I don't even know if they tell us that. We just know that her final velocity, well, she's not moving. So her final velocity is 0. Okay. Her initial height, we know she hasn't gotten very high. She's starting at the ground level. The ground level is 0 meters higher. That we know that. They're asking what is the final height. I'm referring to it as y because it's on the y-axis. Okay, we know that gravity is 9.8 meters per second. Okay, so the formula we can use is a conservation of energy. K initial plus U initial equals K final plus U final. Okay. Now, her initial height is 0, so her potential gravitational energy, which depends on height, will be 0. When she actually gets a height, so this is not 0, but her kinetic is 0. The velocity, her final velocity is 0. So this whole thing goes to 0. What we have left is the initial kinetic energy, which is 1/2 mv initial squared equal mg y final. Notice that the mass is divided out. Okay, so we didn't need to know mass. They didn't tell us her mass. She can keep that a secret because it doesn't matter. If we're trying to find the final y position, we can actually write it like this way. This is initial velocity squared 2g equals y final. Now let's plug in the numbers. We know that the initial is 5.0 per second. this whole thing is squared. Okay. And that's 2 times gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. And that comes to 1.277. Nope, that's not right. Let's get out the eraser and get rid of that 7. It's 12755 102 04. Alright, and that's meters per second. Oh, that's just meters. Okay, now let's take in the significant figures. They only gave us one number, the 5.0 meters per second. So, that 5.0 has 2 significant figures, so we can cut this down to 2 significant figures, 1.3 meter, and that is the answer. Alright, good job.